Hello, Chip Cheesem here. Just here to announce that for this video and any other video from now on, if you see this caption pop up saying that there's dual commentary, that means if you download the source video, which is the MP4, there will be a second track that you can select in whatever media player you're using, and you will hear us talking over the cutscenes and any other audio that I deem important and cut our commentary out from. So if you've already seen the cutscenes, or you just don't want to watch the cutscenes by themselves, then you can hear us blab over those too.
This isn't Metal Gear music.
This isn't Metal Gear music, this is Crash Bandicoot. No, it's not Crash Bandicoot.
That'd be awesome.
The most dramatic Crash Bandicoot.
I like Crash Bandicoot.
He's cool. This game is cool also, and it has great music.
Yeah,
But
I'm digging it.
I forget who composed the music for this, but it's pretty fantastic all
I want to
around.
high five that composer.
So for Uncharted, this is it's a cover-based shooter, but it's got a little bit of platforming, and you can kind of compare it to like Prince of Persia a little bit. It's got a little bit of that feeling to it.
It's sort of like a game I've actually played. This
It's
is
sort of like a
exciting.
game you've actually played. You will feel the Prince of Persia-ness when we get to jumping.
Oh, good. I love that game.
It's good. Good cutscenes in this game too. They're well made.
What is time? I have seen the face of time. Foot in splash puddle.
Reading this quote, I get like tongue-tied every time, but the continuing unto the end until it be thoroughly finished. It's so hard to say that for me. It really is.
Sir Francis Drake had Asperger's.
Oh, well, that explains a lot of
I'm here
things.
off the coast of Panama, where we just recovered what we believe to be the coffin of legendary explorer Sir Francis Drake, who was buried at sea over 400 years ago.
Are you sure you want to be defiling your ancestors' remains like that?
You make it sound so dirty. Besides,
Well, it's covered in
I thought you
barnacles.
didn't believe me.
Well, I
Kinda
did do my
dirty.
research,
Kinda dirty.
and apparently
It doesn't look
Francis
that
Drake
bad
didn't have any
for
children.
being there for 400 years.
Well, history can't be wrong, you know.
Does history talk about Francis Drake and
Can't
whores?
defile an empty coffin.
What the hell?
The book died, and we gave it a good Christian book burial.
This was a great book.
You devil.
What is it? Come on,
Hold it up.
No way.
Book,
It
you
was for a
idiot woman.
coffin. That's it.
wait a minute. If my show hadn't have funded this expedition, you wouldn't have...
got your story, lady.
Look, Mr. Drake, you signed a contract. I have a right to see every single thing
Could
that's...
you hold that thought?
I have a right to see every little thing you do.
Sully, we got some trouble. Hurry it up.
Okay.
Look at that
What's going
wetsuit,
on?
baby.
Look at that wetsuit.
Uh,
Look at his wetsuit.
Pirates?
I don't want to look at
Yeah.
his wetsuit.
It's not even
modern
wet.
kind. They don't take prisoners. At least not male prisoners.
Wait, what are you talking about? Shouldn't we call the authorities or
Those supposed to
something?
be air
That'd
tanks?
be a great idea, but we don't exactly have
What?
They aren't really
It's
tank-shaped.
What?
They look
Yeah,
more
so
like
unless
camel
you want to end up
packs.
in a Panamanian jail, we should probably
Yeah, I
handle
don't
this
know.
ourselves.
Well, what's worse?
You obviously haven't been in a Panamanian jail. Do you know how to use one of these?
Yeah, it's like a camera. You just point and shoot, right?
Good girl.
Don't. Oh, you are doing it wrong.
Here we go.
Oh dear.
You press the record button, but then people die.
Hey, press
How the hell they find us
aim
out
and shoot.
here?
Aim and
He's
shoot.
right.
It's just like that. These pirates aren't very smart. They have barrels. Surprise.
They're gonna sell that. That's valuable explosive oil.
Well, I'm sorry. 2 men died, so the other one just doesn't want to do anything. So for this, you know, cover-based third-person shooter, but a little different just because you're a lot more agile in this game than a lot of them. Because most of them, it's kind of tank shooting, where it's just, yeah. And for this, you can actually fire outside of like aiming, and it actually makes third-person stuff a lot
Fast
better.
and Furious combo.
Fast and Furious.
Does a race
Look
car
at
come out?
that. He's the racer of punching.
Vin Diesel punches him in the face for you.
If only.
But yeah, it looks like you're not quite as tied down as in like Gears of War or anything else.
Yeah.
Or just jumping from cover spot to cover spot.
Oh, and brutal combo requires timing, but it's faster and it gives you double ammo. So it's good to use on guys that have guns that you don't find particularly often, like magnums or shotguns.
Punching them properly magically makes bullets appear.
You punch them that good that the universe just rewards you with bullets.
I'm gonna like this game already.
Oh, I was hoping.
Damn.
I know. There's.
You should really wear shoes when you want to do that.
If you shoot a guy a couple times and he's really weak, you can one-hit kill him with a punch, and it's called a steel fist. And the steel fists usually have unique animations too, and there's a couple really silly ones. Like it's not even a steel fist; it's like a steel slide. You slide under them, and they flip over you so hard that they die.
I like that the cover is destructible. That's good.
Not all covers destructible, but yeah, crates
But like,
and
these aren't titanium crates, you know.
yeah, like crates and stacked up rubble and stuff. Yeah, that stuff can get blown up or shot
It
apart.
adds a bit of tension that without it, things just be a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
As long as they don't overdo it.
yeah, they don't overdo it.
Everything is crumbling around me. All of my gameplay mechanics are useless. like that. Like if you still had to fight on the boat now.
Love this guy. He's my favorite.
I had everything under control until they blew up the boat. You all right?
Nothing that years of therapy won't fix.
Well, if it isn't the beautiful and talented Elena Fisher.
Flattery will get you screen time.
Yeah, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Victor saw
Behind the butt.
Behind the cigar.
Sakes.
Spider-Man, I want those photos on my desk today.
Attract any more attention?
I want him yesterday.
You're fired, Parker.
Spider-Man, get out of Miami.
Well,
Such a dumb comic.
Little
Parker,
present from
give
Sir
me my coffee.
Francis.
oh, so you found the coffin.
Coffee. You found the
Is this
coffee.
what I think it is?
I found the coffee. I found the magic
Drake's
secret
lost
coffee.
Faked his
Buried
death,
for 400
just
years.
like I
The best
said,
beans
Sully.
you've ever seen.
He must have been onto something big.
Yeah, well, let's just keep that between us.
Thanks for the loan, Mr. Drake.
Oh,
I think I heard
snap.
to look at that diary when we land.
You forgot about the beautiful woman that you've been staring at for days, presumably. Drake's an idiot.
So look,
He's
when
a cool
Drake
guy.
sailed into the Pacific, he took the Spanish fleet completely by surprise. He captured their ships. He took all their maps, their letters.
You
their
could say it
journals,
was a
and
sneaking
he recorded
mission.
everything in this diary.
So this...
But when he got back to England, Queen Elizabeth confiscated all of
sneaking
his charts
mission
and
as
logbooks,
Francis Drake.
including this one, and then swore his
There should
entire
be an
crew
aquatic
to silence.
mode here.
Yeah, so
You
this...
see, Drake discovered
Well, you could just
something
bring
that
back the
voyage
sharks.
saw. Something so
That's
secret
right.
and so valuable, they couldn't risk it getting out.
All right, Nate, just pretend for a minute that
Peace
I don't
swimmer.
really care about any of that stuff and cut to the chase, would you?
Man only interested in the climax. He must be a real hit with the ladies.
Never had any complaints.
Okay, then. I'll jump to the good part, just for you.
You're old and gross.
Huh?
Hell,
Old and gross
goddamn
men can
Dorado.
get the
He was
babes.
onto something big, all right.
If
Is
I
the,
don't want him to
anything
talk
else?
to me about
Oh,
it.
so now you're interested, huh?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, no. Last page was torn.
Robbie, where's Parker?
I'm telling you,
I like his
I have a
shirt.
story for him.
This is it.
I like his shirt at least.
This is finally it.
Yeah. Only... we got one little problem.
Yes, that's what I said. It blew up. It sank. No, that's why we have insurance, right?
We do have blowy up insurance, right?
My boat exploded. Can I have my money back,
No,
please?
the camera's
Your boat
fine. Don't worry
exploded.
about the
Did
camera.
we get the rocket attack coverage?
Sully, the girl can hold her own. You should have seen her.
Fine. You go on out there and you tell her.
No,
we
they
just
only got
found
the pirate
lost city of
coverage.
gold.
Pirates
Not-
are very devout, therefore act of God. Okay?
you
Come
trust
on, that's covered.
More or less.
Good. Because we're gonna have every two-bit scumbag in the world racing us to this treasure
That
unless
they
we cut
don't
her
know
loose
about yet.
right now.
You're a real gentleman, Sully.
I know. It stinks. She'll get over it.
No,
I have a shirt
don't,
like that.
I don't care for over budget.
Good
I
shirt.
Mean, do you realize that this could be
It's my
like
grandpa's
the
shirt.
biggest story of the year?
Looks like a grandpa shirt, but it's still a good shirt.
Hi.
If only I were a grandpa.
No, I don't.
Could wear
trust
one.
you, Okay. That's why we
Better
need
get
to move
on that.
fast. So just get me the camera crew, and I promise you that. Son of a bitch.
Does
all
the
one
insurance
word.
money also cover water taxis to this tropical paradise?
Should have seen that one coming.
Seriously, that place looks beautiful. Look at it.
Yeah. It's like
Look
the
at
Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah, look
their
at that.
vacation home. 2. Wait,
Chapter 2.
we already finished 1?
Hold
One
on.
is the intro.
Hold
The
on.
intro chapter is really short. All the other
I'm
chapters
not
are a
as
lot
young as I
longer.
used to be.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Unless there's like 80 chapters.
Yeah, you weren't
It's like
going for that little
A
barmaid
little
in
over
Lima, were
20.
you?
What a horny old man. That's all they talk about.
Must admit, equally as strenuous.
Look at those plants move.
Well, hang in there, old timer. We're just about there.
You know, this reminds me.
This reminds me of some woman I had sex with.
Nope, now he's talking about pawning. Jumping.
Risky move, but by the time he figured it out, I was
Drake does not care about this story.
Hanging on every word.
While running 300 yards ahead.
Lots of hopping. So, one thing I should point out is that with all of these cutscenes, they didn't motion capture them and then dub them over later. The actual voice actors are also the motion actors, so they just act out all the scenes, which is why everything
Integration.
looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Also, there's a shiny thing over there. Up.
So it's not quite as good in, like, say, foreign language versions.
Right. So, of course, there's collectibles. There's 60 of them throughout the whole game. Getting them gives you unlockables.
I'm
It
gonna
gets
keep
you.
a count just so I can see how far through the game we are.
Yeah. You get points from all these different achievements, and with that, they unlock stuff. And there's quite a bit of unlockables, including quite a bit of making of stuff, and nice looking concept art, and good like gameplay unlockables too.
I like Drake's jeans. I want to wear his jeans and the grandpa shirt.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about Drake's fashion a little bit once he turns around at some point, so I can point out his shirt, what he does with it. It's something no normal human being can do and make it like do it and not make them look like a douche.
Be filthy? Because that's
Well,
all
not
I'm getting
be
so
filthy.
far.
Well,
He does the half tuck, like half of his
get
shirt
it.
is tucked in and the other half
according
is
to
pulled
this,
out.
we're right on top of the mark.
Like I've tried
You
it. It looks
slob.
Maybe
stupid.
you're not reading that thing right. Let me see it.
No, this is the place.
It's got the same shirt, but it's red.
This is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Where's John Madden?
Goddamn dead end.
Oh,
Easy,
look at that.
Sully. Just relax. Let's take a look around.
His belt buckle wards off the natives.
He's got the half tuck, which was
Man,
named by
like trying to find a bride in a brothel.
what's his face? The guy who did Police Knots, Tim Schafer. Or not Police Knots, Psychonauts. I get those
Same
names mixed
thing.
up. Same thing, basically. They're both
Yeah.
cartoony platformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think this is, Incan?
Nah, it's older than that.
Look, Drake worked hard at
2,000
that
years
rodeo to win the belt buckle. He's not hiding it for anyone.
Another thing to mention is that with these graphics, a lot of games use like photo reference or actual pictures, and then they edit them so that they loop for textures. Every single texture in this game is actually painted, which is why everything looks nice, but a little
Find anything?
not like
Nothing yet.
photorealistic. It's got a little bit of like a smoother style to it.
It's nicer than real.
It's nicer than real.
It looks like a game, not like you're walking through someone's photo album that just got stitched together.
Right. It's not like Unreal Tournament or something. Walk, step, 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 step.
So what's this L2 flashing at me mean?
The L2, anytime that comes up, you can press L2 and it will focus in on something that that is like important.
So
And-
right now we're focusing on Jameson doing a little dance.
Yeah. Here's the second treasure. It's the monkey. There's a lot of treasures in this chapter, I think.
I can predict of what about 8 posts are going to be about this video.
Oh man. What is it?
I'm not going to say it in the video. I'm just
So for platforming this, there's a lot of moves that are, you know, the basic platformer type, 3D platformer type stuff. He doesn't have all the moves that like the Prince would. He can't do like wall runs unless there's vines or ropes available. And he can't do flips off walls.
Well, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
He's a different kind of character.
Yeah.
And it's a different kind of game.
Yep. He kind of climbs like a monkey.
But he can do that and not hurt himself.
He can do huge ass jumps. Oh, and I love this. If you just smash the melee button, he just looks like he's throwing a shit fit for no reason.
You never listen to me, and I don't want to take your pictures anymore. You don't pay me enough.
Jameson, you're a terrible boss. I hate you.
I'm going to Miami.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
He goes down the stairs weird.
I'd like to see you do better
I can't.
at stairs.
I'm not good at stairs.
What a warm and homey place, huh?
Well, not quite what you were expecting, huh?
Yeah.
I was
Where's
expecting
all the
naked
damn
women.
gold?
Yeah, this place was picked clean
More
centuries ago.
No
cigars.
good limey pirate.
No, it wasn't Drake. Check this out. Looks like the Spanish got here before he did. What the hell, Sully?
I hate
Damn.
I'm
helmets.
not looking for a
Spaniards.
lousy piece of tin.
Franco
I'm
had the
after
right
animals and
idea.
cats. I was really counting on this one.
Ever since Franco
Too
died,
many
that's when
big bar
Spain
tabs
went
in Lima,
downhill.
I guess.
That and, well, just a few bad deals.
Yeah, well, I always told you to stay away from the bad guys. And the bad girls.
It's all they talk
Yeah?
about.
It really
Who's
is.
talking?
What's that supposed to mean?
That reporter? I saw the way you were eyeing her.
Elena? Please.
Got in the
I
way of
slipped
all
any
my
chance
eyes.
with her the second we ditched her on
And
that
only
dock.
so many eyes available.
All's fair in love and war, kid.
Not enough eye space on that
If you can't
broad.
tell the difference.
No,
I
Drake.
like my girls
You were in
moody, if you
big
know what I'm
trouble.
saying.
Drake, you were literally in front of me. I could never look at her.
The Spaniards sure left a lot of crap behind.
Drake, get out of the way. I want to look at that wetsuit butt.
Spaniard guano everywhere.
Careful, Nate. That's quite a drop.
There's a third treasure
Not kidding.
that's like hidden right behind this little tiny ledge, right over here.
That's devious. That's mean.
Yeah.
find a way
Well,
across.
you eventually come back through this way, and it's a lot easier to spot it, all shiny and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
The gravity seems a bit off at some points. Like I was gonna say, in one of the first explosions in Chapter 1, a guy fell at a strange rate, you know?
Well, yeah. It's amusing though.
Yeah.
I would rather have strange gravity than real gravity.
Let me do that.
Let me do that. You're a pussy.
The weight of all my venereal diseases will help me out.
He's a dirty man.
Working this chain reminds me of Sao Paulo, 1974.
From the other side.
Oh, and you.
Oh, those were good times,
All right, let go.
Joaquim.
This ought to
Oh,
hold
Joaquim.
Hurry, Sully!
You just stand right there.
That was a little too close. Let's hope this place has a back door, huh?
You know, this looks
Speaking
familiar.
of back
I think there's something in
doors.
Drake's journal about this.
Speaking of journals, Every once in a
Yeah,
while,
here it
this is
is.
just like a little tutorial
Looks like
thing,
this
but
thing is
there
some
are a
kind of
couple
lamp
puzzles throughout the
or
game where you
brazier.
have to
Did
look.
you say brazier?
Oh yeah,
For all your
you
bitching
gotta
about
look
the
at Drake's
cigar, now it
journal,
comes
and it'll
in
have like
handy, huh?
clues to a puzzle. And no, you don't. You usually don't have like a puzzle-solving partner or anything. It's just this one chapter where you've got your good venereal disease-ridden friend Jameson Sully with you.
I'm slowly dying of lung cancer just to help you out, kid. It's gonna kill me before the syphilis does, I hope.
He's got multiple hourglasses running.
Nate. I might have been able to do that 30 years ago.
Then the bitch took my legs.
Yeah, with Drake's platforming, he jumps around more like a monkey.
Yeah, that looked like it was really fun.
Especially in the second game, like he just hops around all over the place like a monkey. When you're in like L2 sightseeing mode, he takes the tiniest steps. I wanted to like look down at his feet taking tiny steps, but he stops walking when you look down while in sightseeing mode, which upsets
His
me.
steps get even tinier.
Like, he's slowly vibrating forwards.
They get so tiny they no longer exist.
I just really wish he would keep doing that, because he seriously takes like centimeter steps. They're less than baby steps.
I've watched guys play Uncharted 2 multiplayer, but I've never actually seen this game until now.
Yeah, with Uncharted, it's harder to play Uncharted 1 now because of some of the improvements in Uncharted 2. I'll talk about those later when we get back to shooting, because the platforming's about the same. Platforming's still fine. It's just they refined some shooting mechanics and stuff that made it better. There's a skeleton.
Dead man.
Dead man.
Yeah, I knew her back when she was alive, and I knew her. Give me the pictures, Parker.
What do you make of
Great
this?
story, Jameson.
Wait, I recognize these symbols.
Whoa. Another basic thing.
The order of these signs has some importance.
So you can't do anything with the symbols down here. You gotta do some little bit of platforming to reach some big stone plates that you can push up top. And check out this monster jump he does here. Huh!
Back in my day, those godless heathens knew how to speak English.
So the first stone plate is thankfully the one that's farthest away, so you don't have to go all the way back to it or anything like that. You just do like a crisscross across these.
I like the art direction of this ruined temple. It's very
Yeah.
ruined temple.
In general, the art direction in both Uncharted is really good, especially something you'll see next video is really well done. And
Like, I'm expecting to see a whip and a fedora lying around somewhere here.
yeah, both games are incredibly, obviously Indiana Jones inspired. Like even plot-wise, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna like, it's not like a spoiler or anything, but people get upset that like this game has a plot similar to an Indiana Jones movie, and it's like it's not a big surprise. So I don't get why people get upset over it.
You mean the game about stealing treasures in ancient ruins? What? What?
Yeah, and people were like surprised and like, whoa. But I don't know. It's like immediately from the start, it's like, well,
I
yeah.
expected it to be more like
It's Indiana
Close
Jones.
Encounters of the Third Kind or something.
I like the face in this one. Look at it. It's so angry about nothing. Chill out, dude. Just chill out.
You're not supposed to solve this puzzle.
It's a devious puzzle.
Our incredible ancient security system.
Still
You're
works.
gonna get all the Doritos out of the Dorito vault.
No. They're limited edition 3D Doritos.
Yeah,
You can't
looks
get
like
Oh,
those
there's a ladder
anymore.
cut into the side.
3D Doritos.
3D
Wait here while I
Ritas.
check it out.
3D Ritas.
All right, just be careful.
Sometimes I accidentally run off
Hey, watch your
the
step
ladder
down there.
instead of grabbing it, and I fall to my death. Like, immediately after Sully goes, like, watch your step, and I fall down, he's like, no! Every time.
Told you, kid. Now who's gonna take my pictures? Parker!
Also, this thing has a face, too. Look at it.
It's a robot. I love it. That little dude's my friend.
I love this face, and then its mouth opens. It yawned.
Oh, sleepy robot. So cute.
Getting somewhere?
You just flooded their bathroom, you jerk.
But I gotta get to the treasure, man.
That water damage is never coming out. They're gonna have mold problems for, like, ever.
I've been in worse.
Look at that little balance animation.
Whee! But Spider-Man can't swim. You've got to shoot the switch with your web line.
No, Spider-Man can totally swim. He's a different Spider-Man. He's water Spider-Man. There's a treasure to the right that I always miss. I always forget that it's there. It's just right around here. It's a llama.
Silver llama.
Wee. The platforming is really simple in general. It's like this second chapter is just like a big ol', here's how all the platforming works, and then platforming is used more like to give you breaks between big fights, which really...
Does it count as parkour if there are no hipsters filming it?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Priceless artifact. Let's blow shit up. Yes.
Yes. There's
Archaeologists
other...
would love to decode the messages on this wall. It's one of the few remaining examples of Maya writing.
Well, look at all the other walls. There's stuff on
Now
them.
it's rubble. Now it's rubble.
There's stuff on the other walls. I can look.
It belongs
at
in a
those.
museum, Drake.
But it's not a big shiny thing.
This looks safe.
Dude must have some big pockets.
He's got crazy big pockets. He fits it all in his shirt, in his half tuck. He uses the part that's hanging out to, like, put all the treasure in there. Just carries it around there.
I thought you said this wasn't Crash Bandicoot.
Well, yeah, it did that. That is pretty...
You should have just, as soon as it started collapsing, just run back immediately, and you'd get the easy way out. Like, even Jameson can do this, and he's an old man, crippled by gonorrhea.
After that, we better be.
Layers and layers of STDs. It has become a super STD.
His breakfast cereal is just penicillin covered in milk.
It just takes a little bit of the edge off. It takes a little bit of the burning and stinging and blood pee.
The temple
Takes the
must have
top
been
off.
built around this.
Around what?
A statue. A gold statue.
A huge gold statue.
A really
Look,
huge
it won't even
gold
fit in your
statue.
pocket.
Worshipping the damn thing. At least
Look at
I
that
think
fine
they're-
ass.
Damn, Sully.
Of course. El Dorado. The Golden Man. Sully, it wasn't a city of gold. It was this. It was a golden idol.
Man, can you imagine what that thing would be worth now?
That's
Over
3
here,
weekends in
tracks.
Tijuana for me.
I bet the Spanish dragged it out.
3 of them.
That'd cover my prescriptions for a
400
week.
years late for this party.
So the trail's cold.
Yeah, it looks that way.
That's why I can't pay anything for the pictures.
Unless.
Drugs cost too much.
Unless what?
I'm on 30 different pills and I'm still alive. Barely.
Jumping around like a young whippersnapper.